Welcome back to our city. I'm pleased to be joined by Mr. David Karuba of the State Farm Agency. David, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
David, I met you a couple of weeks ago when I cut the ribbon at your new State Farm Agency on Rawway Avenue in our city. Now tell us, how'd you get in the insurance business to begin with?
Well, I actually started working at State Farm 20 years ago at a college. I was
You don't look that old, David.
Really? Thank you. I lost a little bit of hair along the way, but that's, it happens. Actually was a computer guy for 10 years with State Farm, and really loved the company, and got involved in some other areas, and in particular education and training, training agents and employees on insurance issues and technology.
Now, insurance has always been a big deal in New Jersey, especially auto insurance.
Absolutely.
State Farm naturally handles both auto and homeowners, right? And I'm sure you have other lines.
Many other lines.
Many other
absolutely.
lines. But those two lines, when I cut the ribbon, I was talking with you that day. What made you decide Elizabeth?
Well, you know what, Elizabeth.
Because you're not an Elizabeth kid, right?
I'm not. No. Yeah. But I have some friends that are from the area, and I have spent some time here. You know what? I was looking for an opportunity with a city that was growing, that had positive change, and here's the thing: is State Farm did not have any agents in Elizabeth, so I thought this was a tremendous opportunity. There's a lot of communities in Elizabeth, diverse communities, and I saw that as a big positive, that if we can get in and help some people and spread the word that, you know, my office is here to help with the insurance needs of the communities, that, you know, we would be able to get some referral business and have and be able to help out.
How's it going so far?
So far, we are busy. My small team,
homeowners, auto, everything, or
actually it's everything. It's been a lot of renters policies, homeowners policies, auto policies, of course, and life insurance. We are very happy with the fact that we're convincing people and showing them the need they have for life insurance, and that's something a lot of people don't really think about until it's too late.
Yeah, then it's
or something happens in their life where you know. One of my team members has a story where unfortunately somebody passed away, and to pay for the funeral put a big burden on the family, to the point where they weren't talking to each other for a while. And you know, and a simple life insurance policy is something that would take care of that. And at a time where, you know, everything is crazy and people are very upset, you know, the last thing you want to worry about is trying to come up for money for a funeral.
How many employees you currently have? When you talk about your team, I'm sure you're talking about the employees.
Yeah, absolutely. I have 4 people. All of them are licensed, fully licensed in property and casualty and life and health insurance.
And you speak 45 different languages to
46.
meet the needs of Elizabeth? Or
no, actually, I'm learning. I speak English, but most of my team speaks Spanish.
Okay.
So
Portuguese?
A little bit of Portuguese, although not fluent. We can get by with Portuguese.
We also have a Haitian population, Elizabeth, that seems to be growing. I don't know if you're reaching out to that population.
Not yet. I definitely have a plan on bringing some other people on board to serve the Haitian community and other communities in the city too.
The products, since you mentioned some of them, life, homeowners, auto. What else do you? We
do. We want to be a full service.
Do you do like planning and things, or?
Yeah, we do like college funding, setting up plans for college education funding, retirement plans, mutual funds, money market funds. We also have a bank, State Farm Bank. It's not a branch office, but we do car loans, we do mortgage loans, we do home equity lines of credit, things like that. Also checking accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposits. Anything you could go to a bank for, we could do at State Farm.
So when I bought my first car, and I won't say when, I had a GMAC. General Motors Assistance Corporation. Yep. So that's something similar to what State Farm would offer.
Absolutely. So when you come for insurance, you could write a check for your auto insurance and for your car loan at the same time. You know, absolutely, and that's something that we like to do. We pride ourselves on not having any hidden fees in our loans. They're straightforward. The rates are good. We actually provide free gap insurance for people on their loans. So, God forbid you get a car, end up paying too much money, and a bad rate, you could end up upside down in a loan, meaning that something happens to your car, it's totaled, you may get the insurance money for that car, what it's worth, but owe more in the financing on it. So that's what that gap insurance does, is it covers the difference there.
Now, competition in the insurance market, especially auto insurance, is something that New Jersey's not used to, at least not over the last 15 years.
Absolutely.
Now, things changed. When you and I chatted that day, things changed during the McGreevey administration.
Yep.
And you said it became much more available for big companies like State Farm. Allstate was probably the only one that really stayed, and they were getting ready to leave.
Yep.
But now you have Geico in here, you have State Farm, you have Allstate, and I'm sure there's a whole host of others.
Progressive, yeah, a lot of other great companies.
How do you compete?
Well, we try to compete on service. I mean, really, the business model of a company like Geico is just to blitz the market with advertising.
And they do a good job.
Oh, they sure do. You can't go anywhere without seeing a Geico ad or hearing one on the radio. And but State Farm, you know, we are a family company. We're not a stock company. We're owned by our policyholders. We're a mutual company. So we pride ourselves on providing excellent service. And that's the thing where if you come in for insurance or you have questions about your insurance, we're going to take the time to sit you down and make sure you understand what you're getting. You know, you can call. People unfortunately think that, you know, the cheapest price is the best price for insurance, but don't really understand what they're getting. You know, when you look at the limits on an auto insurance policy, those are important numbers, and what that is the coverage that you have should you be sued or be responsible in an accident and cause injuries. If you don't have those proper limits, then people can sue you personally for coverage there. And when you make a phone call and get the cheapest insurance you can get, you have to be knowledgeable about what those limits are.
Now, how do you say that, David? I mean, I come in and I say, listen, I think I'm well protected on this insurance, and then you say to me, but if you're in a car accident that's worth X amount of dollars, your house or your other assets may be liable.
Absolutely.
People sit down and believe you right away? It's got to be, that's part of the sales job.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, they think, you know, when we sit down with them and try to explain that we're trying to sell them. We're trying to,
right.
You know, but really it's not it. I mean, what we're trying to do is just, if someone comes in, bring your current policy so we could at least see what you have, and then we could offer you the same coverage. But at the same time, if you walk out the door, you're going to understand what you have, and that is our goal, to make sure that we educate our customers.
What do most average person need in insurance?
For auto, you mean?
Yeah. Well, auto and homeowners.
Auto, homeowners insurance. Some people think, well, I don't.
But they can't afford it. What do they pick?
What do you
mean? They can't afford all three: a homeowner's life and auto. What do you tell them?
Yeah, well, actually, I tell them that they should have all. I mean,
right.
The first and foremost is the auto insurance, because I mean, if you drive in New Jersey, you know that you know, accidents happen every day. I mean, you see it almost every day when you're driving. So that is a primary coverage that you need. But people that don't own homes don't think they need any other kind of insurance. But if you're a renter, you have. You know, you could have from $15,000 to $25,000 worth of furniture and, you know, equipment or belongings, clothes, you know, anything, rings, computer equipment, anything like that in your home. You know, if something should happen to the place or burns down, you don't have any coverage for that. I mean, the landlord may have coverage for the building, but he's not going to have coverage for your contents. So we try to educate people on getting a renter's policy covering, you know, the personal.
Do most renters? I've never been a renter, but I'm just curious. Do most renters get insurance? Is that?
No.
They don't?
No, for the most part they don't.
Because they're transient. Or
yeah,
a lot of them are.
They're moving around a lot.
Some stay in the same apartment for years.
Yeah.
Okay. How does the average person that walks in and sees you, especially someone who maybe only been in the country for a few years, say, hey, I need insurance? How do they know what they need?
Well, they know they need insurance to register their vehicle. So
I guess that's the big one.
Yeah, that's the primary reason why, you know, people call our office and come in. You know, they want to register their car, and they have to show proof of insurance.
Under New Jersey law, you have to have insurance.
Yeah, exactly. So they come in, and that's when we sit down and say, okay, we just want to take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and explain to you what your options are here. And we'll give them, you know, it's better for them to have some insurance rather than no insurance. So, I mean, overpricing insurance for someone is not the right thing to do. I mean, you know, but we try to gauge that.
So you want to price people out of the market?
Exactly, yeah.
And if people need to contact you, David, to get insurance, your name, your address, your phone number, email?
Dave Karuba, State Farm Insurance. We're on 321 Rawway Avenue, right at the end of St. George when you come towards Elizabeth, downtown there. Or you can call us at 908-662-3300, and also you can click into State Farm at my website, www.davidkaruba.com.
David, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us on the show, and I wish you lots of luck at the location on Rawway Avenue in your State Farm business.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
And thanks for coming to Elizabeth.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.